If you're looking for some answers in regards to your four-legged friend, this video is the right one for you. We absolutely delight in taking questions about dogs and trying to put together a cohesive, informative answer for you. Today, we're going to be looking at something that's been on a lot of pet owner minds lately. Do dogs understand what they see on television? Let's set the scene. It's been a long day at work. You're finally sitting down with something to eat, maybe something to drink. You turn on the television, excited to tune in to the next episode of your favorite TV show, or maybe to watch a new movie that you picked up from Redbox on your way home. Your best friend of the four-legged variety comes over and curls up next to you. At first, they probably aren't too focused on whatever you've just put on. They might instead beg for a treat or a pet, chew on one of their own toys, or otherwise just stretch out and settle down for a good dozing. And that's when it happens. I'm sure that you've seen something happen on the television, and then your dog's head has popped up. Maybe they've barked in answer to the dog on the TV screen, or they've tilted their head to the side and aptly watched as something moves around on the set of your movie. If there's a lot of shouting involved, your dog might even have given a few growls or irate grumbles at the sound. In fact, you might even have been witness to your dog sitting up and seeming to raptly stare at the television screen for several long minutes at a time. The way that they stare at the screen catches your attention. Depending on the dog, your pal might not even settle back down until you talk to them and encourage them to go back to playing or to find a spot. And it's made you wonder, how much of what they've just seen do they actually understand? Surprisingly, a lot of it. This isn't just speculation either. Several studies have been done on the subject. Does that surprise you? It shouldn't. Dogs are considered to be men's best friend for a reason, and humans are always trying to figure out more about how dogs' brains work. They are constantly looking for a better insight into the minds of our fuzzy friends. Once this became a widespread phenomenon, people started doing research into the concept. This is just a quick summation on what they found out about it. Dogs have a large understanding of sounds, cues, and even images. Just because something isn't happening within range of their sniffer, it doesn't mean that a dog can't keep track of those cues in other ways. Just being close enough to the television to hear it or see it can be enough to trigger your dog's attention and get them to start trying to figure out what's happening on the screen. While this might not have been true in the past, televisions currently have much higher resolutions and brighter colors. A lot of the programs have better sound quality as well, meaning that those individual images are easier for your dog to make out. They might not comprehend the plot of your favorite murder serial, but if they see a cat racing across the screen, they will absolutely recognize the image as a cat or a toy or a prey animal, depending on how your actual individual dog is trained to react to said animal. The fact that the sound quality is better means your dog is twice as likely to respond to what's being said. If someone on the television says something that you've taught your dog to be a command, they'll recognize the word well enough to listen and obey. That's why dogs are often upset by shouting and fighting on the movie or television show. They can understand that the concept of raised voices is unpleasant and associate the sound with the emotions they feel during a fight that takes place between their humans in the real world. If they are already trained to hear a certain sound, or react a certain way to, say, a whistle, hearing that sound coming through the speakers of the television set is absolutely going to catch their attention and get them to perk right up. They might even sit and roll if given the cue. So in short, yes, research has shown that dogs can understand vocal cues as well as identify objects and shapes. The fact that it's on screen doesn't mean that their attention isn't going to be spiked, and sometimes even held by it. They're also smart enough to understand that the item creating the image and the sound isn't actually human. That's why your dog doesn't really try to chase the cat that's caught its attention on screen. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe to our channel. That way, you can get an alert every time we bring you more information about our furry friends. And don't forget to leave a like and a comment before you go.